within your mind, no one else can find the life that you inspire. From another place, not from outer space, from some place even higher. Ramblers are, ramblers are. I can touch, I can feel, I can hear and see so much more than a fantasy. I can run, I can jump, I can dance and sing. Believe in yourself and do anything.
Believe in yourself and do anything.
From within your mind, no one else can find the life that you inspire. From another place, not from outer space, but from some place even higher. Ramblers are, ramblers are. I can walk, I can talk, I can listen and learn as the wheels in my mind begin to turn. But I'll never forget what you've given to me. The power to touch, feel it, hear and see.
The power to touch, feel, hear, and see. When I'm dreaming of a dream. Hoping to find what I feel in my mind is so far of me. Ain't it funny how the whole world seems to be? When I'm dreaming of a
Hi everyone! Welcome. How's it going? I may have seen some of you recently. Oh, so I did a Twitch stream earlier today. Let me actually check. Did I get that goal? Let me see if it updated yet. Enjoy Remlazar until then. Don't explain time signatures to people. Don't ruin the Gina magic. It's a joke. It's fine. God damn, that better update. I'm gonna lose it if I'm 2 points away on Twitch. So how's it going? How do chat? You are people, and it is my job to entertain you, apparently. That's the job I signed up for, so I will do my best. I'm very excited for Starfield that's coming out tonight in, let's see. Oh boy, 4 hours, 3 minutes. And I promise I'm not going to obsess over it. We're all going to find different things to watch, so we don't just think about how badly we want to play Starfield. Anyway, let's, I don't know, let's just watch random stuff on YouTube. And I'll say funny things.
September 18th, 2022. Police were called...
Am I going to stream Starfield? Not tonight, but I will this month at some point, yes. What's Starfield about? It is an open-world Bethesda game where you are in space. It's a space exploration game, basically. It's a space RPG, I should say, set in space. There's 1,000 different... I think it's 1,000 different planets, and you can explore them. There's quests. It's like any Bethesda game, except it's in space, and you have your own spaceship, and you can customize your spaceship and build bases and have companions. I'm very excited. I love the Bethesda games, jank and all. The only one I don't like is Fallout 76, because it's, you know, live service bullshit. And I know I understand that a different studio developed it. They just, you know, put it out. But it's still using the Fallout 4 engine and stuff. Fallout 4 has its own issues, but I ended up liking it for what it was. The reviews for Starfield have been good, so I'm excited. Basically, all the reviews I have seen are at least 8 out of 10. The only one I didn't, that wasn't, was the IGN review, which gave it a 7. And then I looked into it, and the same reviewer gave Watch Dogs Legion an 8. So, I don't think that me and that reviewer have the same taste in video games based on those scores. So that's fine. People can like different things. But people who described it like, hey, if you like Bethesda games, You'll love this game. That's why I'm here. I've been playing since Oblivion. I know some people came in an arena, and that's very great. Thanks for getting the company going. But I've been here since Oblivion. I know a lot of people played Morrowind. I have not. Either way, I'm just excited. I really like their games. So he said it took 12 hours to get to the good bits, which, like, I don't even think that's out of the realm of my first playthrough of Skyrim or Oblivion. Like, it takes a little bit initially, especially if you're not familiar with Bethesda games. Like, what's the gameplay loop here? What am I interested in? Where can I go for quests? What are the gameplay mechanics? Like, what do I like to do in this game? Where are the different things? So, it just depends. Smith Black says, IGN, we're literally Satan, 7.8 out of 10. Again, I really don't care. I'm not even saying that the guy's wrong, you know? Video games, like any medium, it's subjective. If he didn't like the game enough to give it more than a 7, he didn't. I just looked at his other reviews, and based on my opinions of previous games he reviewed versus his opinion, it seems like we have a difference in what we like in games, and that's perfectly okay. I'm old enough that I'm not doing salty fangirl shit. Like, if someone doesn't like a game I like, that's great. That's cool. Awesome. I like it, and there are games and movies people like that I don't. And that's great, too. I'm happy for you.
About a daughter refusing to leave her father's car.
That's true. He did still recommend the game. He didn't say it was bad or anything. It just doesn't seem like it's the kind of game he's into.
Okay.
Yeah, I did see that fan film came out. We will watch it sometime.
My car back, please.
Why isn't she getting out?
I don't know. She's got a lot of problems in life. I can't seem to solve them. So I offered to give her a ride, and now...
This is my dad, and I think he's, I don't know exactly what's going on, but he has the key to the car, so I'm just waiting on him to get out of the building. You're waiting on him to what? To get out of the building, to come drive the car. He just parked us here, so I don't know. Yeah, but you know he doesn't have to drive.
There was another spoiled kid one I saw the other day that was, I mean, I saw it months ago, but I saw it again the other day. It was a DUI from someone in college. I don't know what it is. Some people are just really entitled.
Drive you anywhere, but it's his car. He doesn't have to take you anywhere if he doesn't want to. I understand. Well, he already took me here, so I'm in the car.
Starfield sounds like No Man's Sky, but Bethesda. To me, it sounds like No Man's Sky, but more focused, and that sounds great to me. But yes, also Bethesda.
I'd like to, go back to my house whenever he's ready, basically. So I'm just sitting in the car. Okay, but do you realize that if he doesn't want to take you, you have to get out because it's his car, it's his property? I don't think so. I think I'm letting you know that that's how that works. Okay, well, I'm going to be sitting here. So, whenever he's ready. But he doesn't want to drive. You don't want to drive her home?
Oh, I do not.
I think he might be having some sort of early dementia or something, but he is not acting like himself.
Then he couldn't drive you home, could he? Not a good lie to make up. So I assume she did something. Her dad or something doesn't want her to be in his car for some reason, and he's saying, I'm not going to drive you home, and she's refusing to leave the car. Which, especially, I mean, if she's an adult, like, yeah, he can tell her that. Like, legally, yeah, she can't ride with him if he doesn't want her to.
We were just going to go to Starbucks, and then he said that he had to go, and I can't remember if he said he needed to take a package somewhere.
He had me bring her down here. I got her a couple of gift cards because she doesn't have a job.
He did. He just got me a gift card.
She's supposed to be in a rehab facility, but somehow managed to get kicked out of it.
Oh, I see. Seems like substance abuse issues are always a problem. It's almost like we should treat these things as a society more seriously and have public funding to help people who have these addictions, because it seems like it just drags everyone down.
And showed up back at the apartment. So I
to play Starfield early, you have to buy the over $100 version. It's actually on Games Pass, and you can get the deluxe upgrade, which is like $30-something, and you can play it for on Games Pass if you have it, or with the trial, and then $30 to get the whatever. And I got the like deluxe edition because it comes with the first DLC, and I always get the DLC anyway. So
felt sorry for her, my mistake. Gave her more money, gave her more things to do, took her here so she could get food. Not only did she not get food, she refused to get out of the car, and and now she refuses
Well,
to get out of it at all.
I'm
And I
just
need her
trying
out
to
of the
spend
car.
the day with
I'm
them,
sorry,
or
officer,
like
I know this is crazy,
go out and
but
run errands. We're just
it's
trying to run errands.
ridiculous.
You said she was evicted from the apartment. Does she not? So that's not where she lives anymore. I still live there.
She is in the process of eviction. I don't think
Okay.
they've got a final order for it yet.
Okay.
So she can still be there. But
It doesn't really matter either way. Where I live normally. I'm not trying to live in this car. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, but you're not trying to get out of this car.
Correct.
Which right now you're breaking the law because it's not your car. So you're trespassing. So I go on Ubers. Okay.
Okay, but they're allowing you in the car. If an Uber driver told you to get out, you'd have to get out.
Ubers with the permission of the person. He does not want you in his car. You're trespassing in his structure. Okay, so
Did you just say no, you're not? What? Is she drunk or high like right now, or is this just this is sober her?
play this game, but you're gonna get arrested. I mean, that's literally how it's gonna be. Or you could just step out of the car. Like, I'm not trying to be mean to you, but I'm trying to explain something to you, and you're not really willing to listen.
You explained it to me, but I would like to shut my door now.
I'm not doing that. It's not your door. It's not your car.
Okay, I'll just ignore that then.
Ugh.
just get out, Alex. You're making a show
His
out
door?
of this.
I'm not trying
It's
to.
ridiculous.
I'm not trying to make a show out of it.
Yeah, she has the money peas energy.
It's just like, it's frustrating.
You see the problem.
That character from Parks and Rec.
No, I understand. I mean, it's definitely your car, and you want her out of the car. Can you understand, please?
I shouldn't have agreed to do it. She's had long-term
64,
problems
6528.
with enabling this bad behavior, and it's my fault. I enabled one more time.
So it's not your car. If you want you out, you're trespassing. You gotta get out.
Well, I think there's a misunderstanding. I think something's going on with my dad because he's not acting like himself.
No, he's acting pretty normal to
No,
me.
I think he's acting like he's
negative on
got a problem.
Four-door registered to Jackson.
It's tough when there's someone that you care about. Like, I assume he cares about his daughter, but clearly she has a problem. Some sort of substance abuse problem that's either exacerbated by or is exacerbating some sort of, like, whatever this is in terms of personality and not wanting to, like, not admitting wrongdoing, basically, it seems like. It's really, really hard because you care about people and you want to help them, but that you can also be enabling people, like he's saying. So I get that. It's pretty shocking when someone's been consistently enabled to it suddenly stop. If they're used to getting away with things, if they're used to being accommodated for their addiction and the bad behaviors stemming from it, then it becomes shocking, you know? Something's wrong. No, it just kind of seems like he's really fed up right now because it seems like he's given you a lot of opportunities and help.
Maybe like he has early onset, like dementia, Alzheimer's.
Can we talk about
Then he wouldn't be able to drive you home. What a weird excuse.
No. You guys are right here. I'm fine. I'm not stepping out. And I feel like usually you ask people not to step out of the car.
Okay, well, that's if they're in a traffic stop. This is a different scenario. They're interacting with you because you're trespassing.
Why don't you get out? Why don't you want to get out?
It's on principle at this point.
But you understand that you're probably going to end up going to jail then, right?
You do know that usually, like, if you pulled me over on a highway, we'd both have to pull over, park together.
We're not doing
And
that.
I would not be allowed out of my vehicle, in fact. You'd say, roll down the window and please proceed.
Okay, that's not the situation. Why are you spinning a hypothetical scenario that is not what's happening right now? What a weird thing to say. Oh, if we were on a highway, you're not. You're on a residential street or city street somewhere and street parking. I don't even see other cars moving. They're all parked. Get out of the car or you're gonna get arrested, you idiot. Ugh.
Present your papers to me. That's what you would say. And I would give
But
you
I
that
may.
information
Sometimes I
and
also
stay in
ask a
the
lot of
car
people
while-
out of the car too.
Okay, well, this isn't...
But your dad wants you out of the
This
car.
doesn't feel like a very real situation. Like, and it doesn't feel like we're bothering anyone.
So do you want to press charges for trespassing?
I do.
I mean, you can't just press charges like that.
You can if you're doing something illegal, which in this case you are. I get it. To you it probably feels petty, but like, this is what's happening. Like, it's his legal right to not want you in his car, and you're refusing to leave, that's trespassing.
You can.
No, you
So
can't.
do you want to get out of the car or not?
Don't you guys have anything better to do today?
We actually do.
Yeah, like, so I don't know
So
what
we
you
would
guys
really
are
like
up to.
for you to
Why
get
don't
out
you
so
guys
we
go
don't
out in
have
your
to.
cars?
I don't want to take a ride to the jail.
I would love to.
I would hate that.
You know what? I love riding around places. I love going on errands. I love driving. Love all of it.
This is going to be one of those situations on when you go down to the jail. People are like, "What are you in for?" And you say, "Because I wouldn't get out of the car." People are going to be like, "That's a stupid reason to go to jail." I mean, really, there's really not a really good reason to go to jail, but that's really stupid.
Well, it's more stupid of you guys because it's just a lot of paperwork and a
We
lot
don't
of trouble.
What if I need to steal bread to feed my family and then I'm in prison for years as prisoner 24601, but then I leave and then I steal from a monastery, but then the kindly monk lets me take it away anyway and doesn't send me back to prison, and then I rebuild my life, and then the officer that caught me is obsessed with me and follows me to my new factory and goes on a crusade against me and my reformation, even though I've helped my community. And then Anne Hathaway sings in a coffin or something.
But we're public servants. We've been called here.
You're not a servant.
We've been summoned here. So we're here.
Prisoner 24601, I'm Russell Crowe and I cannot sing.
to solve a problem. Unfortunately,
Do you have a payroll?
the problem is that you're in the car. Is to solve the problem.
I don't think there's not a solution. There isn't a.
That joke was a long hike. Hey, you know? Sometimes you gotta take a long walk. Unfortunately, sometimes, like that joke, it's off a short pier.
The solution is that you step out, either stand over here, you could sit, there's a bench over here, there's a bench there, there's a bench
step
over there. Okay, yeah, go ahead and stand out of the car.
No, I stepped out. It's fine. Please allow me to.
No, you're
Shut
not
my
closing
door.
the door, so...
I don't want to shut it on you. I don't want to like.
I can promise you, you're not.
Please stop touching this car because it's not your car.
It's not yours either.
Well, that's okay.
Alright, you're gonna end up...
No.
You're gonna end up...
You are.
Stop. Step on out.
I'm just gonna pull you out. I mean, at the end of the day, you're gonna come out of the car. So do we have to make this harder? I don't want to.
Don't pull my arm out of its
Well, then
socket.
please step out.
Don't touch me.
We'll just get the statement. We're not in a hurry.
Don't touch me. Don't molest me. Please.
What's gonna end up happening is... We're gonna end up having to use force on you.
I would like to
Don't
press
want do
charges
that.
for assault. An
Well, it's
assault
not
charge.
I thought you just said you can't do that. You can't just press what the fuck?
I just was assaulted.
wasn't.
Battery.
So...
I want to press charges for battery.
That wouldn't be battery. Like, if there was a situation where you were being touched like that and you didn't want, I think that would be assault. Right? Assault can be intent, battery is contact, but is it bodily injury or is it any contact as battery?
You don't get that. It's lawful.
I want to press charges.
It's a lawful.
I would like to press charges.
You don't get to.
I'm being held against my will.
Great, get out of the car.
No, I'm being held against my will. Please leave.
No. So these are the options. You can get out of the car, you can leave on your own accord, you can walk away, or you're going to end up going with us.
Get a judge or something. Like I don't know what else to tell you.
Okay, if they were to get a judge, that would mean they would be arresting you and taking you to jail, where you would then be arraigned by a judge. Do you know how this works?
Get a judge and a jury and take me to trial. Like I don't
Okay, that involves you being arrested. Do you know what you're saying right now?
really understand.
So
Mail me some papers. I mean, I don't know. Like
would you like to mail you?
whatever the charges are. Like let me know.
Well, right now
Are you gonna
the
give me a
charges
ticket?
are
Why don't you just give me a ticket?
Well, we could give you, but you have to get out of the car. That's the problem. So the main
Or a
problem-
verbal warning? Be like, hey, please don't sit in people's cars again if they don't want you in them.
so that we've tried that. We're trying to get you out.
No, you didn't. But anyway,
So
my
here's the
dad
issue.
is obviously like demented and he's got like an issue that I can't diagnose, right? I don't know what to do
Are
because
you still
he's getting
staying
older.
legally?
Yes, in fact, we live at the same building.
Okay.
I am his caretaker. So,
You're his caretaker?
yes, I
Oh,
am.
no. That's the whole problem is that it's not her car. It's her dad's car, and he's off screen right now. He doesn't want to drive her home because she's... Some sort of conflict is happening, and he's saying, I'm not going to drive you home. You need to get an Uber or something. And she's refusing to leave his car, so she's trespassing.
Fine.
And you know
And
what?
how do you care for him?
I take care of him.
How?
I take care of him.
You work?
Yes, I do. I work a lot. I do things.
That's how we talk about it, right? I work a lot. I do things. Again, I feel bad. As was stated earlier, she had some sort of addiction problem. She needs help. Apparently she was in some sort of facility and then got kicked out for some reason. Don't know why. Addiction is such a shitty thing. It just destroys everyone around it, and especially the person that is addicted. Like, it is a destructive force. It's super fucking unfortunate. Let's not hope for people to be tased. I get it. This is uncomfortable and she's being ridiculous. But let's not hope people get hurt, please. Ugh, the less we have cops using force on people, the better.
It doesn't matter. What do?
You sound a lot like my brother used to sound before he burned my mom's house down.
What do? You just like police stuff? What is that? What is policing?
That is literally my job. I'm a supervisor. But here's the issue. Your father is wanting you out of the car. He's willing to press charges. Therefore, you're going to end up going with us because you're refusing to get out of the car. I literally cannot be nicer to you.
Like, if anything, this is how more stops should go. They're being incredibly patient with her. Some would argue overly patient. I wouldn't say that. They're supposed to interface with the public. Some people are fucking assholes. Some people might have mental health issues. Her addictions are certainly feeding into this. I'm glad they're taking the time to actually talk to her. More police stops should go like this, because police are normally fucking assholes who anytime someone is obstinate, which is going to happen, especially in America. America's full of obstinate assholes. Immediately they're like, all right, and throw you to the ground, especially if you're not white. So, all things considered, they're doing better than a lot of other videos I've seen.
It's like, what if you were in my doorway at my house and like you were holding it?
Yeah, like she's not a threat. She's not a threat to anyone. There's no reason to apply force if there's no threat going on. I understand if you need to like physically remove her from the vehicle at some point because she's refusing, but you don't need to like...
Different rules, different times, different things.
Oh, glad to see you're here, Avant-Gardener.
Is that your street?
It's part of the city.
Is that your pavement?
It's the cities.
Or is just that your stone?
It's the cities.
Okay,
So,
the city.
why
Okay,
don't
and the
you
brick.
wanna get out of the car?
Who runs the city? Who owns the pavement? I want to talk to whoever owns the road.
Who do you think that would be?
I don't know.
Well,
I think you would have to try to get in contact with them or something.
I don't have to do anything.
I don't know. Talk to the bank that like rents out that pavement. I don't know what to tell you. Call someone. But it'd be really cool if you would just let me shut
Sorry,
the
I
door.
was probably reading old messages. I forgot that this chat over here wasn't set to live chat. This one was, but this one wasn't. So if I was answering to messages that were old, that's why. Sorry.
I'm not
YouTube chat's weird.
a dog dying in a hot car, okay?
You go by Alex Alexander or you go
That burn on the cops was actually pretty funny, though. Like, I'm gonna give a point for that one. That's pretty funny.
What am I called?
by? Yeah, what do you go by? Do you like to be called Alex Alexander?
I don't like to be called at all.
You know what?
I don't like to be called at all.
Okay, what is your name?
You want to put where you see your daughter?
Why do you need to know that?
All right, Alexandria. I'm again going to politely ask you to get out of the car.
I would tell you my name if I wanted to.
Things are going to go not your way in a minute.
I don't have them.
And I would prefer them not go down that way. Yeah, but they're going to get worse. They're going to
So,
get...
like, YouTube or Twitch better? Twitch, generally, I'd say. It's definitely a better platform, and there's less of a delay, I think. But YouTube's okay.
worse. Because what's going to end up happening is you're going to get forcefully taken out of the car, and I don't want to do that. Because I don't want us to get hurt, and I don't want you to get hurt. So I really would like you to get out of the car so that we don't have to force you to get out of the car, or that force doesn't have to be used.
Hey, Mew.
Defiance.
That's your choice.
Defiance.
So you understand the risk that you're taking with this, right? Okay. That's...
No. You're insulting me. What are you doing? No, I'm not going to. Why?
Put your hands behind your back.
No.
You're under arrest.
No.
You're going to be facing...
Oh, she's gonna get a resisting charge.
I'm under arrest.
You
I'm
are.
under cardiac arrest.
I'm not under arrest. I'm under cardiac arrest? Alright. That line wasn't as good. What does that even mean?
No.
You're placed under arrest for trespassing and resisting.
You can't do that.
We can.
No, you're not going to. You're not going to. Stop. Stop.
I wish we didn't have to.
Stop.
I wish
I really hope she gets help.
we didn't have
Stop.
to. We tried to work it out with you.
Stop.
For whatever reason, you decided
Stop.
not to.
Stop policing me.
Bye, Alex.
Is that how it works? Wow. If that's how it worked, she just solved centuries of problems. Stop policing me. Oh, wow, okay. Alright. Didn't know. Sorry. God damn. Why didn't inner city neighborhoods that are just harassed by police think of that? It took this random white lady to solve police problems. Oh yeah, I assume she's probably gotten her way a lot. Yeah.
I'm sorry that this is the way that it had to go.
This is not the law. This isn't lawful. Alright. I'm not resisting. No, stop searching me. Stop touching me. I have to search you. You're molesting me. You're sexually assaulting me.
Stop.
You are sexually assaulting me. No.
Freaks me out a little how quick she's going to that as a deterrent. I don't like that.
Not.
Yes, she
No, she's
is.
not.
Dad, help me.
I am not helping you.
Please help me. Please help me.
Stop.
Get off me.
Stop.
Get off me.
Stop. Resisting.
Now you're getting a felony.
You have violated the
Oh shit, she did. She tried to kick a cop. Oh, you dummy. You dummy. Ugh.
Me. Stop touching me.
Stop resisting.
Stop touching me.
Stop resisting.
Stop touching me. He's mentally ill. Stop touching me. Oh, my arm.
Sit in the
Stop
car.
it.
Sit in the car.
Stop it. Can you please pick up your knife and sit in the car? I don't want to have to help
Yeah, I don't think she really realized anything was gonna happen until it actually happened. Oof.
I got it, Sergeant.
Get off me. Stop touching me.
Close the door.
I can't.
I'm sorry. She may be under the influence. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Pick you two?
Yes.
Alright. So we're going to have two charges of resisting. Okay. Listen, if you try to hurt us again, you're going to either end up getting tased.
Me hurt you? You guys were hurting me.
Okay. Well, you
You guys
kicked both
actually
of them.
assaulted me.
You kicked both of them.
You grabbed me and then she touched
So,
my breast for
here's
no
the-
reason.
what?
So I don't really
I want you
know.
to-
So
She was checking to see if you had any weapons tucked into your bra. That's a thing that happens. I get it. But that's generally also why they have, like an officer of the same gender pat you down. Again, it's not a good situation. Anytime anyone's touching anyone and they don't want to be touched, I totally understand. Fucking sucks. They're searching for weapons.
Take a
you
deep
touched
breath.
me inappropriately as well on my skin.
Take
You know
a
that you don't
deep
need
breath.
to contact me like that. I was
Take
in
a
handcuffs
deep
already.
breath and listen to what I'm telling
My
you.
hands were behind my back. You
Your
know, you
hands-
shouldn't have searched me like that, and I should have
didn't
gotten
search
searched
you.
privately, first of all.
I
You
didn't
should
search
have
Listen
not
to what
been
I'm
out
telling
here,
you,
not
okay?
with her and doing it,
Here's the
second.
thing.
And you're embarrassing me
We're
in
gonna
public.
open the door.
You're actually, kind of, it's libel. It's a lot of libel.
Listen, you're embarrassing
We're
yourself.
going to open the door.
Did they publish something? Libel is in print. I think you're talking about slander. Which also this is not.
Okay? You're going to get put back in handcuffs. If you fight us,
Do you have a, liability policy? Do you guys have, some sort of
The whole body language here, and she's just so, condescending about all of this, just makes me want to just... what is this attitude where she thinks she can just, talk to anyone? I don't like this, you know? It just kind of feels like a little... she feels like she's, above it all. Not good. Not good.
commercial health
do
insurance?
not fight us, okay?
What are you so scared of? I don't want to give back my... I want them. Why don't I get to keep them? No, don't touch me. See? You're touching me again. Stop it. nothing to do.
This is Manhattan. The cop cars said these are Manhattan police, so...
Work for me? Stop touching me.
I don't know if she's like a spoiled rich kid or what.
I don't want to.
Like, the dad wasn't driving a super expensive car, but like not every wealthy person does, I guess. I guess if they're living in Manhattan, they're probably well off.
No, what are you doing now? No, same thing you were doing before. You're just going back and forth. Okay? You're under arrest. Miranda rights. Miranda rights? No. If you resist...
You are resisting.
I'm resisting.
Yes, you are. So stop. You've already got battery on LEO. Stop.
On a Leo?
Yes.
On an August birthday? On a Leo? No.
Did you just bring up someone's fucking astrology sign? What are we doing?
Get off me. I don't want to be handcuffed. I don't want to be tied down. Stop it.
Nobody really does want that.
You're constricting me. I can't breathe. You're constricting me. You're not doing anything. You're hurting me. You are physically
LEO equals Leo. Okay.
hurting me right now. My chest.
Because I thought she also said, like, mentioned August or something, and I was like, is she talking about... Thanks for correcting me.
chest hurts, my head hurts, my hands hurt, my wrist hurts.
Manhattan Beach, not Manhattan, New York City. Thank you. Where is Manhattan Beach?
I know it hurts. And my shoulder blades, and my shoulders, and my back. Which is where all my organs are, by the way, so thank you. You would just cooperate. You're not cooperating. You are not cooperative.
No, you.
You're not a co-op. We are not a co-op. We are not a corporation. We are not a co-op.
Oh my god.
You're not a cop. You're a robber. You're stealing me.
Why is she doing, like, weird sob sit shit? Manhattan Beach is in California?
You're kidnapped.
What's the property value there? Like, is this a bougie area or just, like, meh for California? I know California's expensive anyway, but, like, LA area? Okay, so.
Okay. You're abducting me. Ow, you're hurting me. Ow! No! Stop doing it!
Have a seat.
In the car without us fight, without fighting us.
Sit back. Sit back.
So fucking uncomfortable.
Get off me!
Oof.
You're creepy as you creeper!
She tried to bite you, by the way.
I know. Pervert! Get me out of
sit
here!
down?
Get
You
me
can put the
out
seatbelt
of
on
here!
you?
Get me out! Let me out!
It's not happening, so.
Open the door! Open the door! Open it! Can I go?
Can I go? The McMartin preschool satanic panic case was in Manhattan Beach. Oh god. Do I have Starfield preloaded? I do indeed. I do indeed. How many, let's see. We are 3 hours and 33 minutes away.
Bring me to the hospital right now. I can't breathe. I'm too hot. I can't breathe. I'm gonna have a seizure.
It makes me really uncomfortable because I'm, based on the fact that this video ends soon, assuming she's fine. It pisses me off that cops already don't listen to people who really need help. Like, there are perps and stuff who have heart attacks or things, especially if they're tased, but being arrested is a stressful situation. So regardless of the person, there are times where someone will be like, I am in pain, I need to go to the hospital, I need whatever. Or like, they can't breathe. It pisses me off when people say that when it's not true, because this is one of the reasons cops don't fucking listen. I'm not saying that the cops aren't culpable, I am just saying, how fucking dare you? When actual people have died in custody because of shit like that, and you're faking it? Go fuck yourself.
I just turned the AC up for you, okay? You gotta give it a second. I just turned off the AC. You'll be able to get some air in a couple seconds, okay?
I need Bravo 2.
I don't know what that means.
Take me to the hospital. Take me to the ER. To the ED. Take me for medical clearance.
You'll get medical clearance at the jail. No, they don't medically clear you.
Oh, they do.
No, they don't.
Absolutely.
No, they do not.
Man, she is
They do it.
talking a lot. If she couldn't breathe, she would not be sounding like this. Again, even if someone was to, like, have a, like if I was arrested, I wouldn't be surprised if I had a panic attack, right? I don't even know what I would do, you know? I haven't had a ton of panic attacks in my life, but I have had them. They're not fun. So I can understand if something like that happened. But, like, she's just trying to get out of this, and it makes me mad.
Take form. That's not the same. I need a physical exam. Who's the elected person in this jurisdiction? Take me to them. I don't even know that this is your jurisdiction. I don't know who you are. You're kidnapping me. Give me a ride. Give me a ride home. Turn the car around. Reverse. Reverse.
I hope she gets the help that she needs, because substance abuse problems are a bitch, and I hope at some point she is able to get her life together, because yikes on trikes. Alright, what are we gonna watch next? Let's watch something not depressing, ideally.
Your other shift duties.
What grade are you in at?
Nah, I've already watched that before. What about that thing I think I just saved a channel when we were on the Twitch stream that had some interesting old footage of stuff. Proud Boy sentencing? Is that happening right now? Oh, the thing that got cancelled. I heard about that. I know people had rumored that there were maybe, like, threats made, but then I heard the judge might just be sick, so I genuinely don't know. GameStop, on the launch day of the PS2. You got 17 years? That's good. What a fucker. Holy shit, look at those overalls. How based.
It's gonna be great. Am I here for the PlayStation 2? The best entertainment system to hit the world. It's gonna be great. Plays DVD. That's a plus.
Wow, it plays DVD. Holy shit, I need to get me one of these newfangled PS2s to play my DVDs.
That's a plus, am I right? And some, like...
I wonder where this guy is today. I wonder if he knows this video exists, so we could look back. That's funny.
non-stop action games.
I haven't seen it, Dark Beast. I'll check it out sometime. Michelle remembers. Cool. He's probably happy with PS5. I hope so. Plays 4Ks, which are like DVDs, but much more expensive.
Just give them away to home, so we gotta wait a little bit, so. Give them a little bit of refreshment.
First time catching a live show, but have listened to hundreds of hours while working as a concept artist. If you had a portrait of yourself, what would you want in it? Are my cats, or my Blu-ray shelf. Maybe just this. No, that's I don't know how you do things. I don't know. Probably Blu-rays or cats. Or tinfoil. I trust. I trust. Any artist, I trust.
Yeah, see if you can get it on. It was on a trailer load before. Maybe it'll pop back on.
Wow. Look at that dual stick action.
Seconds here. Want to get a countdown from you? Let's go! Let's go! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
He's giving my PlayStation. I want to play Crash Bandicoot.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What were PS2 launch games? PS2 launch games. I don't even know what was available at the launch of the PlayStation 2. Armored Core 2, Dead or Alive 2, Dynasty Warriors 2, ESPN International Track and Field, ESPN X Games Snowboarding, Eternal Ring, Evergrace, Fantavision, Gun Griffin Blaze, Kessen, Madden 2001, Midnight Club, MotoGP, NHL 2001, Orphan, Cue Ball Billiards Master, Ready to Rumble Boxing Round 2, Ridge Racer 5, Silent Scope, Smuggler's Run, SSX, I like the SSX games, Street Fighter EX3, Summoner, Swing Away, Tekken Tag Tournament, Time Splitters, Unreal Tournament, Wild Wild Racing, and X Squad. I liked Spyro. I'm not a big fan of Crash Bandicoot. Like, I get it. I totally understand why it was so popular and why people continue to like that style of gameplay, but it feels, I don't know. I don't like the let me put it this way. When the first 3D games I played were like Mario 64. And that was like later, where you have the free camera. The fact that Crash is like 3D, at least the initial ones are 3D, but like are locked into the perspective, you can't control the camera, I never really liked it that much. Like, again, I get it. I think I actually played later games, and I liked Crash, Nitro Racing, but like, I never really got super into the normal Crash games. I do like Spyro. I like Spyro a lot.
5 at a time.
It's not too primitive, it's just, you know. It's hard to get into things before your time sometimes, especially with games, because they advance so quickly. I'm not even 30.
Together?
The GameCube was the first video game system I actually owned.
Go ahead.
To the register. I'll take care of you over there.
That's like I like that.
I've not played the first Resident Evil. Yeah,
Good
I've
idea.
seen the gameplay though. I've never played it specifically. The camera stuff, I can't do it. I couldn't do it. Yeah, Wind Waker is one of my favorite Zelda games.
Where you going? Will your little paper?
What little paper? My original paper?
We never got one.
Well, then you have one out there.
So many people.
It says it's an absolute must-have for the PlayStation.
Apparently that's the best of the 3 RPGs that's coming out.
Really? Oh, I gotta get this one. Hey, there's my silent scope.
Did you want to get it?
Basically a...
Ooh, a movie theater in '92. Sheesh. Wow, a lot of people in hats. There's another fucking hat. Everyone's wearing hats to the goddamn movies. Let's see, what's playing? Fried Green Tomatoes, Gladiator, JFK. I cannot read the other ones. It's always funny just looking at these, like, B-rolls that, like, news stations get. Just awkward things of, you know... just really awkward scenes of people doing things. Ooh, here's another movie theater one from 2001. Oh, this is the theater at Universal Studios. I've been here. If this is the Universal one, I guess I should say. Oh no, this is in California. I haven't been to this one. Holy shit, guys, do you want to go see Osmosis Jones? Okay, guys, I'm gonna get a time machine, and we're all gonna go see Osmosis Jones in theaters. This is gonna fucking rule. Or we can go watch Tim Burton, Planet of the Apes. Osmosis Jones is still not out on Blu-ray, by the way. What's that about? Okay, I'll make you stop watching B-roll now. You hate every movie on that list, including Rush Hour. Alright.
Today, the former organizer of the far-right Proud Boys group was sentenced to 17 years in prison for his role in the January 6th Capitol attack. It's the second longest sentence among hundreds of Capitol riot cases so far. Federal prosecutors say Joseph Biggs helped lead dozens of Proud Boys members and associates on January 6, 2021, before they joined the mob's Capitol assault. He told the judge he is not a terrorist.
That's not really something you get to decide.
The longest sentence so far has been 18 years.
Like, I imagine the people who flew planes into the, like, you know, World Trade Center would probably say the same thing, you know? I don't think any terrorist thinks of themselves as a terrorist. You know? They think of themselves as freedom fighters or just ideologically motivated people doing something extreme, revolutionaries, you know? It's kind of a perspective thing.
Was given to the oath.
Like, long story short, you're committing violence in order to further political means. It's terrorism.
Keeper's leader, Stuart Rhodes.
No way!
What the fuck?
There's Guile, Ryu, Zangief, Blanca, and Dalcine. What's a Dalsum? Oh. It's Capcom Street Fighter 2. What's tougher than a Capcom Street Fighter? A Street Fighter's mother? Troopers got Street Fighters too. Hey.
That wasn't Raul Julia.
Vega, Sagat, Balrog, and me, El Bison. They look unbeatable. God!
How's Chuds of TikTok doing? Let's see if we can find some little, like, Chud videos and stuff to watch. Let me pull it up real quick. I haven't seen smut on Twitter in a while, because I think all my friends who are either, you know, artists or sex workers that regularly post about it got off Twitter, which is smarter than me, because I still have to use it for work sometimes. So it's safe, but, you know, taking it off the screen just in case. There we go. Okay. See if there's anything worth checking out here. Scooby-Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf. I like that one. I love Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo's great. I own so many Scooby-Doo series and movies. Have I never told you guys about all the Scooby-Doo things I own? I have a lot of Scooby-Doo.
As soon as somebody sent me something that said Chino Valley School Board fights for parents' rights, I said, I know Jack Gibbs is involved. I know that somebody from his church, and lo and behold.
Any word from Peter? Let's see. Looks like there's something. Let me take a look. tentatively, we might talk to Peter Saturday. That's tentative. Don't assume that's in stone. Just saying. Don't know a time yet.
Behold my gut instinct, Jack, because I visited your church.
I have plans on Saturday. I'm going to see my goddaughter. But other than that, if he's free, I'll be free. So
much that I've got to know your flock. I have now learned that my suspicion was correct. Okay,
I'm not even kidding at this point. Is his head getting bigger? Is it like just the haircut that's like making it look that big? Like, he's got a bigger forehead than me. And I have a pretty big one. That's what the bangs are for.
The Chino Valley USD school board members who's voted for parental disclosure go to your church.
Talking about it. I'm so tired of talking about it. It's time that we do something about it. And what that something looks like, I'm not sure. But I do know that there was a precedent, again, set by the people who liberated this country.
At what point is this just straight up terrorist? Like, he's literally just telling people to go commit violence against the government. How is he not it's illegal to incite violence. He is at the point where he is inciting violence. Like, how is this okay?
By making tremendous
Did Twitch ever give you the points? I'm checking periodically to see if it updates.
sacrifices, including their own blood and guts spilled all over the ground.
Gross.
All over the dirt while they left their families home.
Yes, they did. It updated. I did get the points. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone from the Twitch stream that helped me do that. Oh, fuck yes.
Not knowing,
honestly, a huge relief.
What would happen should the enemy have come across a village or a town or a settlement where their families were, where their children were with their wives, trying to survive, trying to defeat a monarchy that had them outgunned and outnumbered and was outmaneuvering them.
Shit. Didn't mean to do that, sorry.
I'm so tired of talking about it. And was outmaneuvering them tactically. I do know that there is a heart and a soul and a heartbeat of this country that was founded under God by Christians who made those sacrifices. And until we prove that we are ready to make sacrifices of equal proportion...
He's literally just trying to incite his audience to do terrorism.
We should not consider ourselves to be entitled to inherit the country that they liberated. Candace Taylor.
I agree.
The Bible is full of political figures. And then the question is, does the Bible say anything about politics? The book of Deuteronomy is an unbelievably political book, where the founding fathers quoted Deuteronomy more than any other author, secular or religious. More than John Locke, more than Montesquieu, more than...
That's objectively untrue.
Rousseau, more than Machiavelli, more than Aristotle. They quoted Deuteronomy because out of Deuteronomy comes the civil law. This idea of separation of powers and independent judiciary.
What? Oh my god, I hate that people just fucking lie. They just make shit up.
Are you going to put up with this, America? How long are you going to let these people in Right Wing Watch? I know that you love clips. I hope you play every bit of this clip. I hope you spread it from shore to shore, because I am telling you that what you're doing is of the devil, and in the name of Jesus.
Oh wow, you're an adult that believes in magic. That makes you look good.
We come against every lie you try to put out.
Don't have that Democrats don't have that moral restraint of God-fearing. One day I'm going to account to God. He's going to say, why did you cheat in that election? If you don't believe that, then why not cheat in an election?
Because morality is not something that comes from magic or feeling like you're going to be punished. Morality should be something that you care about because you're a human being with ethics, with empathy.
So you have less moral restraints, which means the...
First of all, fewer would be grammatically correct. Second of all, no. If the only reason you aren't doing bad things, hurting people, committing crime is because you're afraid of a deity, you're a bad person.
The end does justify the means, which means you're willing to do more things to make sure your side wins. You win at all cost.
Like Donald Trump trying to commit conspiracy, which he is now arrested for.
Furious. They don't. The people of this country are furious. They don't like my hatred for the poor. They don't like that, and I don't know why. I don't get it.
Maybe because, again, some people have empathy?
But I don't care, because I do fucking hate the poor, and I hate poor people, and I hate poverty, and I'm sick of lying about it. I'm not gonna pretend that I don't, okay? I love the rich. I don't have any animosity for the rich men of America, okay? I want to be one. I want all my friends to be rich. I want all white people to be rich. I want to emulate them.
Straight up, why do I even talk about it? Everyone knows Nick Fuentes is a Nazi piece of shit.
I want to be one of them. I want to be...
That's pathetic.
...among them.
God.
Thomas, I'm going to represent you, the people. Here's the other thing. I'm also an ordained minister. I know I don't act like it, and sometimes, and I also am part of it. Wouldn't you like to have on Congress somebody that actually knows John 3:16?
Literally, that's one of the most well-known Bible verses, if not the most well-known Bible verse in the world. And the vast majority of people in Congress are professed Christians. Are you stupid? Or are your voters stupid?
For God so loved the world that he only gave his begotten Son, that who shall ever believe in him shall have everlasting...
Shall not perish, but have everlasting life. You didn't even remember it correctly, you dumb bitch!
...life. That's the great message. That's the one that we're trying to do. That's what I will represent you in Congress when you vote for me. This is our house. We don't want the Democrats. We don't want the elitists. We don't want them there. Let's kick them out. Put people like Donald J. Trump inside the White House. Put me in Congress as a foot soldier. I promise we will march through for God and bring this country back to where it's supposed to be.
Where is it supposed to be, sir?
Makes sense. Maybe we're just supposed to hear this guy, sounds like Trump, and he's, a billionaire. Maybe that's what we're supposed to know. That's maybe okay. So moving on to our next fact, he established Roivant Sciences in 2014. Now this company, tell me about this. What about this indicates he's a genius? He lost $433 million in 2020.
Wait, if we're counting losses now, why do you guys like Donald Trump?
He lost $698 million in 2021. He lost a whopping $1.12 billion in 2022. And according to Bloomberg, which isn't a conservative website, they're predicting he's going to lose $1.03 billion this year. How is it possible that this man has lost $3 billion of money, yet deposited $950 million of profits into his own bank account?
Yeah, that's how our system works. It's shitty. It's almost like it's bad.
The year is 2032. An old man and his son leave the federal state penitentiary where they have languished incarcerated for the last 7 years. 7 years served out of a 20-year sentence for crimes committed against the United States of America. These once high-profile political big shots have been transformed into veritable hobos, transient losers, forced to travel wherever the wind may take them, and to, hopefully, a destination that might include a free meal, a warm shower, and a clean bed for the night. For this is a cautionary tale. A prophetic...
The Rod Serling AI voice is really bad.
...example.
It's way too fast for him.
...of what not to do with your life. This is the story of two douchebags named Donald.
Highlights from President Katie Porter's State of the Union address coming up at the noon hour. But first, here's an oldie but goodie. It's Blue Suede and...
Of a bitch. Get off.
Jesus. I love Rod Serling. I'm afraid if I play any even clips of the Twilight Zone, the stream's gonna go down. And I don't want that to happen. I guess they're on YouTube, but they're weird about streams. I don't know. The stream isn't monetized, so maybe it would be fine. I don't want to risk it. He was based. He was progressive for his time, for sure.
But I am telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real. And you can sit on this plane and you can fucking die with them or not. I'm not going to.
See?
Well, that was terrible. That's funny. Did I see her apology vid? I did. Conspiracy theorists thought it was further evidence of a conspiracy, obviously.
The origin of television is largely associated with America in the 1950s, with shows such as I Love Lucy and Leave It to Beaver coming to mind for many. However, the history of TV is inextricably linked to the Third Reich, which played a leading role in the development and evolution of television as a medium.
I didn't know that. Is that true? Jesus Christ.
Was in its infancy when Hitler came to power, but the Nazi regime quickly recognized its potential for the purposes of propaganda and information. Germany produced the...
It's a good thing the American government has never used media for that purpose.
First regular television broadcasts, establishing its first TV station on March 22, 1935. Featuring a poor, fuzzy picture displayed on a 20 by 25 centimeter screen, Nazi television produced 3 broadcasts per week. Propaganda broadcasts included interviews with prominent Nazi leaders, such as Labor Front leader Robert Ley and Armaments Minister Albert Speer, coverage of the annual Nazi Party rally in Nuremberg, a subject made famous by Leni Riefenstahl's innovative film Triumph of the Will, as well as carefully staged cultural documentaries meant to depict Nazi ideals. One such documentary, for example, depicts the ideal role of women in Nazi society. Entertainment shows included sports, musical numbers, and vaudeville acts. Footage of one particular show, titled Rooftop Garden, still exists today. These entertainment broadcasts were often infused with Nazi propaganda elements. Many musical numbers featured pro-Nazi lyrics, for example. Initially, these broadcasts were viewable only to the select few hundred individuals who owned a television in their homes, mostly high-ranking Nazi Party officials. To overcome this, the regime established TV parlors where citizens could gather and enjoy broadcasts. Reactions among the public, as well as Nazi leadership regarding television,
clear footage from the 30s. It's film.
Proved less than enthusiastic.
Film looks a lot better over time than, like, early digital stuff. Like, film, if it's in good condition, still looks good.
It was not until the 1936 Summer Olympic Games held in Berlin that television began to grow in popularity. TV parlors expanded outside of Berlin, with 20 new locations added. 160,000 viewers tuned in to the television coverage of the Olympic Games. 1938 saw German television production move to newer, larger facilities, allowing for more interviews, guests, and higher quality productions. Plans were made for the release of a People's Television, a TV set affordable for the average German, which would have greatly expanded the reach and influence of the medium. The first units were meant to be ready for the Christmas of 1939. However, the outbreak of the Second World War stalled such developments, and broadcasts were temporarily suspended. Television returned with altered programming, better suited for a nation at war.
Charlie Chaplin and the Three Stooges were some of the first to publicly lambast Hitler. Yep, and Charlie Chaplin got fucking blacklisted for it. Disgusting. Have I seen Metropolis? I have. I own it. It's up there. Yep, right there. I have it.
Airing items about the role of housewives in aiding the war effort and how one ought to act in a total war scenario. 500 televisions were donated to the German military, and programming changed yet again to cater to an audience of soldiers and military officials, especially those hospitalized with war injuries. Some shows were meant to serve as escapism, while others were instructional in nature. One show, for example, demonstrated rehabilitation techniques for amputees, which would once again make them fit for service. Television broadcasts in Nazi Germany officially stopped in the fall of 1944. And that's going to do it for today's video.
That's interesting. You're good, Phoenix. How you doing?
What's this? Water. Oh, water? No water for you? Okay, no. Thank you.
No water. Fucking hate shorts.
What's this? Water. Oh, water? No water for you? Okay, no. Thank you.
No water. You don't need water.
No, the body produces 67% water on its own.
Your body doesn't produce water. Your body is has a lot of water in it, but that's because you imbibe water to survive. Your body does not produce water, sir.
I mean, listen, did you
understand that we poop and we pee?
do you understand the body? Do you understand the body replenishes itself? You don't need to oversaturate it with goddamn water. Pay attention. There, pay attention. That's the reason why your daddy never got hurt. It's the reason why I never got hurt. I don't need Google. Google don't know me. Google don't know me. Google don't know me.
Google don't know me. You don't need Google to know to drink water.
That's the problem with y'all. Y'all always listen to these people that don't know.
The understanding that human beings need to drink water, sir, predates Google by a lot.
People know that
They don't know anything. They ain't done nothing. They ain't done
know
nothing.
more than we know.
No, they don't.
Just like that's like somebody trying to tell you about your
Yeah, what's up? Yeah. What's up, boy? Goddamn daughter trying to tell me about some goddamn drinking water, man. Tell me about no drinking water. I know it worked for me. That's why I still look like this, huh? This shit ain't by accident. For my what? You gotta talk here.
Oh my god. Oh god, is it all shorts? No. What is wrong with this world that we live in? I have to urinate right now. So I'll be back in just a second. Behave. Be right back. I literally told you behave. Why do you never listen to me?
Ew, co-op ick alert. Imagine not being a member. You'd be missing out on great savings on everyday essentials, just like that milk. Yes, bestie.
Like you feel like you're moving ahead. You're like, my life is moving forward. I hung out with this person. I snorted coke off the dick of Jerry Bruckheimer. And shit like that. Dude, you can snort all the coke off the dick of Jerry Bruckheimer you want. It's not gonna make you the next Julia Roberts. Julia Roberts didn't fucking snort coke off Jerry Bruckheimer's dick.
This feels too specific as an example. I don't know how applicable this is to my life. I had no intention of, snorting any coke, ever, much less off Jerry Bruckheimer's or anyone's penis. You know, I didn't plan on seeing any more penises in person for the rest of my life. I really didn't. So I don't think I'm gonna snort coke off one.
Does this make sense? Right? So the way that, the way you become a great actress is by fucking studying the grades, going to acting class, going to auditions, that kind of stuff. Not by fucking partying. So I realized that young, because I moved to Hollywood young. I see how people like ruin their lives by thinking that other people are gonna put them on and shit. Oh, it's all about connections, all about connections. Yo, if you got your shit tight and you have a good work ethic and then you strategically meet the right people at certain times, then you'll get put on. But you have to do it in the right way. Okay? This is what's amazing too about the age of the internet, is you really don't need people to put you on. Because
this is literally just an hour-long thing about trying to teach people how to be successful actors. I don't know if that helped. The classic. I miss this one. I wonder if this website still exists.
Hello, everyone. This is Donald Trump. Hopefully your favorite president of all time, better than Lincoln, better than Washington.
I forgot you said that. Tell me this. Has Abraham Lincoln ever been a part of an NFT collection? I think not.
With an important announcement to make, I'm doing my first official Donald J. Trump NFT collection right here and right now. They're called Trump Digital Trading Cards.
There's a British YouTuber who pointed out most major auditions, Star Wars, The Wizards, etc., are basically for show because they've already picked a cast. Well, that's weird.
These cards feature some...
No, I saw it when it came out. It's just funny. It's just still funny.
Some of the really incredible artwork pertaining to my life.
Look at that one! The head doesn't even look like it's part of the same layer! Oh, God! The head is too small for the body!
Life and my career, it's been very...
When they asked his height and weight when he was indicted, he just gave them that picture and said, about this.
Exciting. You can collect your Trump digital cards just like a baseball card or other collectibles. Here's one of the best parts. Each card comes with an automatic chance to win amazing prizes like dinner with me. I don't know if that's...
This is the tackiest thing a former president has ever done, right? Like there's nothing, like, this is the tackiest thing a former US president has ever done, right? This is an infomercial for NFTs.
It's an amazing prize, but it's what we have. or golf with you and a group of your friends at one of my beautiful golf courses, and they are beautiful. I'm also doing Zoom calls, a one-on-one meeting, autographing
I bet none of this happened.
memorabilia, and so much more.
Like, look at that. That was digital. Like, that was a digital signature.
We're doing a lot.
So, you're not really autographing it. You have an autograph that you gave them, and then they're going to print it on things.
My official Trump digital trading cards are $99, which doesn't sound like very much for what you're getting.
It doesn't? $99 doesn't sound like a lot for JPEGs? What could a banana cost, Michael? $10?
Buy one and you will join a very exclusive community. It's my community, and I think it's something you're going to like, and you're going to like
Why the elephant? The elephant is the symbol of Republicans.
it a lot.
Donkey is for Democrats.
They also make perfect gifts, so you can buy them with your credit card or crypto. All you need is an email address. Go to collecttrumpcards.com and buy your Trump digital trading cards right now before they are all gone, and they will be gone.
They're digital, so it's not really a limit. Is the website still there? It's still there! They still got a fucking website. Series 2 is sold out. What a shame. Look at... Oh, I haven't seen these ones, because these are from Series 2. Didn't it turn out that they had plagiarized these too? Like, they had taken stuff from other people and then just, like, Photoshopped Trump into it? Crudely? This is just terrible. What is that one with the fucking lion? Oh, God. I want to see your merchandise store. Oh my God, look at that Donald Trump. Why do they always draw him like that? Like, Trump is an almost 80-year-old man who subsists mostly on McDonald's and KFC. He's not a muscular, svelte guy. Like, he's not... Framed Prince! Well, I think we all know how I feel about that. $200? I mean, at least you get the frame, I guess? Blankets? Don't mind if I do. $100. Honestly, if you're gonna do anything, spend the $100 on one of these blankets, because it's fucking hilarious. Oh. Let's see the mugs. I do like a good mug. I like mugs. The mugs are only $25. I kind of want to get the one with him riding a horse in a cowboy hat with an American flag. I really like ironic stuff. Like, I like stuff that's so bad, I think it's hilarious. You guys know I collect. So, like, just saying. I'm into it. Oh my God, did they do an update on the Tesla bot 3 months ago? I didn't even see this. Oh no. This is all you can do? Boston Dynamics could do this like over a decade ago, Elon. Oh God. Yep, that's a thing you're testing. That's on a thing. Yeah, you can post it in the Discord. Is that even helpful? Like, I'm just thinking to myself, modeling motion, you know, from a human to the robot, the weight distribution on the robot's going to be completely different. So how is this going to help you? The movements that he's doing aren't going to be one-to-one applicable to the robot. They're going to have to... I don't know. I don't know anything about robotics. Well, this just feels like bullshit to me. Oh, look, it can kind of pick something up. Shittily. For reference, this is where Boston Dynamics is at. I'm sure you've all seen many of the Boston Dynamics things.
Forgot my tools again.
This is real, if you haven't seen this. This is who Tesla's trying to compete with the thing you just saw.
Such a show off.
So yeah, I don't think Tesla's doing anything that anyone needs and or wants at this point. Like, Boston Dynamics is so far ahead of him, it's not even, like, funny? To be clear, I'm not naive. I understand that these are going to be, like, murdering people. The military's going to be using these to murder people sometime in the future. I'm not dumb. It is what it is. Meanwhile, the Tesla bot's waddling around like a Robo-Sapien from 2005. Boston Dynamics explicitly doesn't sell their products to anyone who wants to put weapons on them. I'm sure that'll stop the United States government. They won't find any way to get their hands on them, or reverse engineer them, or hire some of the engineers who have worked for Boston Dynamics to give them the idea, like, what they need to do in order to get something like this working. Like, come on. You think the United States government can't make up a shell company and buy, like, 100 of those dog robots from Boston Dynamics and then strap guns to them? Any company that says shit like that, just don't believe them. Like, remember when Google's motto used to be, "Don't be evil," and then they got rid of it? Yeah, they already sold them to the police, too. Remember that police, like, what did they put on it? Was it, like, a taser? Or was it just, like, some beanbag gun? Like, Boston Dynamics saying, "Don't worry, we're not going to sell this to the military," would be like the Wright brothers saying, "Don't worry, we're not going to sell airplanes to the United States government." Doesn't really matter, does it? Once the technology is there, once the genie's out of the bottle, it's out. Once technology is developed, and people understand how to do it, that knowledge is going to spread, especially in this day and age. Boston Dynamics is not going to hold on to that forever, even if they did decide to operate, like, morally and try and not sell it for war purposes. Like, it's not how it works. It's not how anything works. Oh, wow. stabilized video from the 1940s, colorized. Wow. I know it's a lot of, like, you know, I understand what's going on here in terms of, like, interpolating frames and stuff, but still, pretty cool. Wow, they definitely, like, fully used an AI to do this, didn't they? No, this is September 2022. Why is the color changing so much as things move around? I always thought these cars looked pretty cool. Reminds me of the first Batmobile. Well, I guess not the one from, like, the first Batman comic, but the one with, like, the bat ram on the front. The first one that looks like a Batmobile. I don't know. I always thought that was a cool-looking car. It still has a bit of, like, a carriage, you know? It still feels like we're in that period where, like, cars are like, okay, the Model T is kind of just like obviously even prior to Model T, like, a lot of it's, like, basically carriages, but with an engine. And then you get the Model T, which moves a little further from that, but still has the clear carriage thing. This is about the last stop on where it's still reminiscent to me of, like, a carriage or coach, you know? It's definitely a car, but I can still kind of in my head see where the thought process is going, you know? Just reminds me of playing LA Noire. Back when cars looked cool, up until you get in an accident at 10 miles per hour and break every bone in your body. Cigarettes smell like raisins. Thanks for becoming a member. Thanks for becoming a channel member. Wow, there are so few cars on the road. That's pretty cool.
We scientists who release this immense power have overwhelming responsibility in this world life and death struggle to harness atom for benefit of mankind and not for mankind's destruction. We beg you to support our efforts to bring realization to America that mankind's destiny is being decided today, now, this moment. We ask your help in this fateful moment as sign that we scientists do not stand alone. I agree.
Sorry, I'm trying to find the thing we just watched. I know someone was asking for it. Here it is. Here's a link. Wow. Leipzig, Germany, 1931. Oh no. Jesus. It's creepy seeing Germany in like 1931. Like they just have no idea. Like this is, you know, just imagine like just 5 years later what this street must have looked like. what their country had become by that point. Wow. Oh yeah, the smoothness is due to the cleanup process. It's like an AI bullshit thing. San Francisco, 1906. Oh, that one's really smoothed over. Holy shit. Ugh.
Before I let the slideshow run, I thought I'd give a short introduction. While doing research for my video about pulp magazines, I became really interested in futurism in the 1920s. In case you don't know what futurism is, it's people's vision of what the future would look like from the perspective of their own time.
I love retro-futurism. It's so cool. It tells you so much about people's priorities at the time, where their head's at in terms of where they think things are going. How it really boils down aesthetic too, because it's something that they think is going to be in the future, but obviously their version of the future is going to relate to their own stylistic sensibilities. Very cool.
Because we live in the time that we do, this past futurism is called retro-futurism. The 1920s style of futurism is interesting to me because it's right between the two most common forms of futurism we see today, steampunk and atom punk. I'm sure many of you already know what these are, but I'll explain anyway. Steampunk is a retro-futuristic style based on Victorian futurism, when people believed that machines would be operated with a complex series of mechanical gears. There's no electricity, everything is mechanical in some way. Atom punk, on the other hand, is based on 1950s and 1960s predictions. Everything is round, sleek, and powered by atomic energy, so think of the Jetsons or the Fallout game series. This gives the 1920s a rather unique position between these two. But if you've watched my video on pulp magazines, you'll know that science fiction definitely existed during the 20s, and there were stories, novels, and films that used sci-fi elements. Being in the modern age, futurism of the 1920s leans more towards atom punk, but it also has a somewhat diesel punk flavor. Diesel punk, by the way, is a roughly 1940s retrofuturism. I know I've made this comparison before, but I'll do it again.
Candace Owens said something shitty? Can't say I'm surprised. That's her whole fucking business, unfortunately.
In America, the 1920s were similar.
Honestly, grifter material. I hate that the most. I hate that when you can tell someone's a right-wing fucking grifter and they say awful shit like that.
Similar to the 1950s, in that they took place in the immediate aftermath of a massive, destructive war, and both carried an air.
Cigarettes Smell Like Raisins with a $5 Canadian super chat says, I was watching the stream when you mentioned Hitler's creepy childhood diaries. FYI, he wrote about his foot fetish in them. That's a shame. Another reason I'm glad I don't have a foot fetish. One less thing I have in common with Hitler.
Air of optimism for the future. The only difference is that science fiction was not as mainstream in the 20s as it was in the 50s, so it didn't quite fully develop a unique look that permeated society. But I found their ideas about the future to be fascinating, especially how they thought that dirigibles, also known as zeppelins, were the air travel of the future. This is a pretty unique characteristic of futurism in this period, because they had only rose to prominence after the Victorian era and their popularity ended in the 1930s. So for the following photos, I scoured a magazine called Science and Invention that was published throughout the 1920s. This magazine predictably focused on the latest developments in science, as well as the most recent patents and inventions, but it also occasionally delved into futurism. This was largely due to the input of its editor, Hugo Gernsback, who was also the first editor of the science fiction pulp magazine Amazing Stories, which I talked about in my earlier video.
Okay.
Gernsback was also helped by illustrator Frank R. Paul, who created the most memorable science fiction covers and pop art of that time, and I will definitely make another video just for his illustrations. While browsing the issues of this magazine, I thought many of the pictures were interesting, so I thought I'd just make a short little video with them. If you're interested in this kind of thing, I got these from digital copies on
Flamethrower protects explorers. That's hilarious. Humans are disgusting. Oh boy, we sure exploring the world, deepest jungles in Africa and India, you know. What shall we do about all of these wild beasts we run into while we're ransacking other countries? Let's light 'em on fire. Jesus Christ, humans, what are we doing? Oh my god, don't light tigers on fire. They're great.
Online at AmericanRadioHistory.com, which has a huge selection of various vintage magazines freely available to view. I'll leave a link in the description.
Cities of the future, public playground, open-air school, church, parking lot for flying cars, open-air theater, orchestra pavilion. Oh, that's cute. They thought we'd have public spaces that you don't have to pay to be there. That's cute. No. No. If you hang out places now, it's called loitering. It is funny. You see this? This is the same stuff that you see in Metropolis, too. This idea of, like, mega towers that there's almost like another city on top of them. The roofs are so large that it almost forms its own level of the city. It's really interesting. It's a cool idea. Not practical, I would assume, but a cool idea. That is supposed to be like a scanning machine? I assume whatever they think an MRI would be, basically. Lens for focusing sun's rays, oil being heated by sun's rays, rotating clockwise to... Oh! Basically some kind of solar power. Not the same we use now, but like some kind of solar power. Hypothetical. Interesting. I have a few questions. Okay, so does it just not have any wheels, or do the wheels just fold up? Looks like maybe the wheels fold up? I'm getting Wild Wild West vibes. Are those UFOs? That's kind of funny. Underground cities. Automatic long-range disappearing guns. Electric guns. Oh boy, this is a little dystopian. Smoke and poison gas from factories comes out of the mountain, making it look like volcanic action, confusing the enemy. Wow, this is incredibly dystopian. Holy shit, why? Airplane factory. Packing house, food production, canning factory, ventilators in every support. Intensive farming underground with reflected sunlight. Armory and soldier quarters training. Wow. Broadcasting station for entertainment and guiding radio-controlled torpedoes. That's cute. That's interesting. Yeah, that's not how aerodynamics works. Having a hard time seeing what this one even is. Oh my god, look, it's the Hyperloop. And it's just as real and good of an idea. Oh my god, it's a police robot. Fuck. Oh my god, it's got like a flail that like spins around as a weapon. Oh my. Its exhaust pipe is in its butt. That's funny. Oh my god, the tear gas comes out of its robo-penis. Do you see that? The tear gas comes out of its robo-penis. Okay. Okay. Hands create radio music. What? Like you wanna... It's Wii Music. This science magazine predicted Wii Music. Oh, was it a theremin? Aerial mail torpedoes. Oh no! I know they're just diver suits, but the connotations! Wow. Firemen, planes, and helicopters. Oh look, it's also Elon Musk's idea that he thought was original. Genius. What if we just built tunnels, man? A 4-screen theater. Interesting. I've seen those in theme parks. They have big wraparound theaters. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. This looks like something Jordan Peterson would retweet and say it's a conspiracy. Television drama of tomorrow. Television drama of the future has been visualized here. The illustration below shows a dual image shown on the screen with the spectator viewing the performance through stereoscopes, thus obtaining a three-dimensional picture which... Oh, it's a 3D movie! I see. That's funny. They thought the glasses were going to be like things that were stationary in the theater that you'd have to look into. That's kind of funny. Accurate, though, in the sense that, you know, yep, 3D movies, and you got the basic principle down right, you just didn't figure out the form factor. That's fun. I have to use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. End of the world. look, it's a Big Daddy from BioShock. To the moon via tunnel? A moon tunnel? Yeah, it's a cannon. It works like the Voyage to the Moon movie, which, yeah, that would kill you. Wait, what was that? In the year 2026, German scientist predicts remarkable advances. Many strange things are predicted by the famous German scientist von A.B. Henninger for the year 2026. He believes that the pedestrian will practically vanish from the streets, whether they like it or not. Locomotion will be affected in many curious ways. For instance, the population will go down into large subways, provided with moving sidewalks and moving benches. These benches will be driven forward electromagnetically. They will be supported in the air, perhaps by alternating current magnets, and be pushed forward by further magnetic forces. Those closed cars used in the subway today will have disappeared from the underground transits, and the electric railways as we now know them will have been relegated to the museums. Automobiles of graceful design will be driven silently through the streets at enormous speed. They will travel less than 10 inches above the surface and will be wheelless. The same power which drives all the other mechanisms in the future land will serve to operate these cars. There being no wheels and no bearings, there's no more question of friction and no more problem of spring suspension. The only friction encountered will be the air. Magnetic forces will take care of the weight of the car, and other magnetic forces will drive the steam line car forward over the fixed routes. At the dizzying height above the street, like spider webs, the wires of the electromagnetic aerial railway system will be seen from these high-speed cars are apparently suspended. You know, we have 3 years, chat. This could still happen. New sun shower bath. Non-metallic chair. That's fucking hilarious. So it's a tanning bed, basically. I like that they wrote non-metallic chair, because clearly someone went, isn't that chair gonna get really fucking hot? And they went, no! It's not metal! It's a wooden chair, it's fine! A submersible. The most uncomfortable claustrophobic submersible in history. Oh my god, look at this. This was actually where the Titan submersible guy got the idea. He innovated. He made it even smaller. Oh, god damn it. Sorry. Dream recorder. Cool. That one was actually pretty close to, like, yeah, that's supposed to be New York. Like, other than, like, the sky transit things that look like they're giant, like, highways in the sky. Like, yeah. I mean, skyscrapers around. Yeah. Pretty much. If anything, they underestimated the amount of skyscrapers, honestly. London to Paris by rail. The Channel exists. Life suspended in ice. Nope, that'll kill you. my god, they're like space islands. The isolator. Joke's on you, science. I can isolate myself without technology just fine. Oh my god, they really made it. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. That one's pretty good. Here's a link. I like that the guy decided to go to the beach and he knew he was gonna use this, like, wheel ocean vehicle, but he's still dressed to the nines. He's like, I still gotta wear the three-piece suit and fedora. Gotta do it. That's actually pretty cool. It's certainly possible now, and just don't do it because everyone has clocks everywhere with them. Diagnosed by radio. I mean, teleconference doctor visits exist. The snow burner. I don't know if that's a good idea. The less things we're giving random people that light stuff on fire, the better, because people are very stupid. Is skiing not fast enough for you? Cold light, 95% efficient. LEDs! LEDs. LEDs might even be more efficient than that, I don't even know. But, like, that one's pretty accurate. Acid sodium phosphate as a beverage. What does that even mean? Skyscraper Park. The Artificial Man! Oh, I like that they put a little, like, diagram together that they might as well have just written magic, because none of this means anything. We drew some chords and said this is an artificial kidney. How does it work? I don't know. It's a kidney, but it's not. Oh wow, look at that asbestos. That asbestos. I'm sorry. What are these called? I know what I would call it, but I don't know if the word that I know for it is offensive, so I don't want to say. Like, I don't know, I'm very cautious around indigenous people stuff. Is teepees okay? Is that okay? I don't know if that's some weird American thing, you know? Radio Town Crier. That's incredibly annoying. Why would you ever want that? Like, at this point, radios existed. Come on. Fun.
me.
No.
Ear infection, possibly parvo.
Yeah, please.
Can you phone or we
Guess she stole someone's dog?
Do you know the story of the call?
I don't want to steal someone's dog. Okay, I might be calling it a little early. I streamed, for 3 hours on Twitch earlier, so. Okay, thanks everyone for hanging out. It's been fun. I'll be back probably Saturday. If not, Sunday. I'm gonna go wait another couple hours for Starfield. I'm excited. I'm already tired. I got this, though. I got this. It's almost time for my second dose of meds. That'll help. Alright, anyone else playing Starfield? I hope you have fun, too. I'll see you guys later. Have a great night and weekend or whatever. And that's it. See you guys later. Bye.